Hello, check, check, check. Let me check if I'm audible. Yes, I am, I guess. वाटरमेलन में है जिंदगी कहीं रोमांस है क्योंकि हमें Just by hearing out myself, I just understood that I uh, I sound like trash. Why don't I make you hear music?
Black and blue, I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue, I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
We'll start in just a bit. I just wanted to cut out the resistance to start the question, so I started the stream before I must.
I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue, I'm built for
making my
all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
Yup. Now, let's open up the platform number 1, that is Coding Ninjas. Quickly. Okay, I'll use the desktop just to remember. And why not and we were on some permutation combination as aha, I'm back. Okay. I'm making faces because I am getting touchy with the wire, the LAN wire, the primary source. My stream is live. I'm live streaming. Okay, so yes, you are here. Yes, okay. So I was building some hash map related solution which was not at all correct.
I'm black and blue, I'm built for all the
somehow
I got
we
secrets that nobody knows.
managed to write some of the code. And let's quickly see that how can we do it. So the combination is to check if the string is the permutation. So how do we, what was our approach? Okay, so last time, oh yes, I want to share my screen, that's okay.
I'm fucked up.
This was the
I'm
permutation
black
code,
and
right?
blue.
Which we don't want.
I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
Here, let's set my pad very quickly. Okay, it's already on. So let's just sound a bit, and you will be able to hear me properly. So there are two solutions. Okay, so first is what came intuitively in my head, that was the hash map approach, and one which I knew exists, but I was a bit apprehensive following that approach because of the frequency error that we create 256 ASCII character whatever. So I was a bit apprehensive because of that, but I think um, I don't think I will actually do it either ways. Now another was frequency array, but still we have to check from the frequency array. Let's suppose we create an array, and if our string was CODER, okay, so C was one time, C was one time, and O was one time, D was one time. No, instead of writing that, we can structure it very properly, and we can use a better example. Okay, let's keep an example in which there are no repeating characters. Okay, no REPEATI repeating. Okay, so how will that work? Okay, so then we can keep A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so let's assume that this is our string, and the frequency of all these is 1111. So they exist in the frequency array. So in the frequency array, do we write true or false? Do we create that as a boolean array, and at that place we create true or false, right? Yes. So we create an array of 156 character, and at the ASCII value of that character we place a boolean. Okay, so as far as I can remember, what we actually create is a uh, boolean array, right? Boolean array of about some 26 or 256 characters. Okay. And at, if let's say a sky of, please bear me in such kind of situations, if the sky of, let's say, hey Siri, what's the sky value of small a?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the sky value smaller? Check it out.
And on top of everything, my net sucks. So it's 97. And I wrote 79. Okay. I was the same kid that used to write saw as was and was as saw. So let's so at the 97th place A will be stored, and 98th place B will be stored, and it will be true, it will be true, it will be, and these all will be true, and other ones will be false. Okay, so this is how you actually see if they exist, if we have reached this character. But is it the same way we actually want our questions to work? I don't think so. This is not the solution that we are looking for. So frequency array, what was the solution then? Then we create a counter array simply, and at that place and at that simply we create an int array, right? Integer array of, let's say, about 26, right? Because all are going to be smaller case strings. So let's say about size this and about 26 or 256, yeah, please. Okay, and what we are doing over here is that at that particular place, let's say if a is present in our string, so at place a, which is 97, we increase index. This is the index. We increase the counter to 1, and if the a gets repeated another time, then we repeat the counter to 2. Okay, so when we are cross checking another string, then then we reduce simply. Then when we read through the other string, we uh, reduce this value, right? So the string, all the values inside the string must be 0. So that's another loop that we have to run. So instead of looping 3 times, I chose to use a hash map. So okay, so my solution is, simply array store, okay, str1, str2, array update, and then check array, and then we have to check array. Okay, so this is it. This is my approach 1. I don't know if this is correct. Okay, now no repeating character. So whether this assumption is true or not, it doesn't matter. Now let's come with the hash map approach. We create a hash map, and first is going to be character, and then it's integer value, the number of times the integer is. I'm at hostel, so you might be hearing background voices, excuse me for that. So if there is a, and a gets and a comes in the string 2 times, so and this is going to be what are internal view of hash map would look like. And okay, and this is for string 1. When we update hash map for string 2, this is also very similar to the approach that we have over here, but I think this one is more optimized. Now hash map done over here, hash map done over here, and what do we have to do? Then we check if hash map is empty. The hash map must be empty, and this will be returned, right? So what should we do? We should simply do the first thing which came in our mind, the hash map approach, right? Okay, let's go on to coding ninjas. We'll simply write without any overthinking. Okay, so I'll tell you what I just thought. And now before doing anything else, we'll see if string lengths are equal, because this is the first sensible condition that we must take. If this length of the string is not same, then it it doesn't make sense to compare both the strings. So str dot length, okay, and then we must write str1 must be equal to str2 length, str2 dot length. Okay, so we instead of writing this would make more sense. We'll simply write return false, right? We'll simply write false. Simply that string, and if this is not the case, then we'll continue to do anything else in the question. Okay, hash map is created. Now we can take out the length like str1 dot. Now we are iterating through the string. All right, and once we have iterated string, what do we want to check? Okay, so yes, we can use the smart hash map in syntax. If we can take out the correct character over here. Oh, why are we writing like this? Yeah, I don't like this way of writing. Yeah, ch is now this is the right way. Now we can compare without writing more syntax. Ch if map dot contains what actually? Ch. New hash map.
I'm fucked up. I'm black and blue. I'm built for
So yes, syntax
abuse. I got
is something I
secrets
really need to work with. Has
that
value, contains
nobody knows.
contains key. If it does not contain, then what do we?
I'm fucked up. I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows.
So I'm so much troubled with the syntax, but this is not going to happen. Ah, again, because we'll pay more attention today. So we are assuming that the values are getting incremented over here. Now comes the second loop. Okay, so this is not going to be it. And for the second loop also, then we have to add actually start deleting the values, right? For now, so let's suppose if my map has A and it has two values. So I want, and this is key and this is value. right? And we, by writing get, we get this. Contains key, we are asking this. If this contains key, then str dot map dot get ch uh, yes, I know I'm super duper messed up with the syntax, but it's making sense to me. We can connect the dots, we can clear out the dots. And after all this has happened, we check map is, and we have to return this, right? If map is empty, then that's cool. Now we'll call our friend GPT. Meanwhile, we can type something, and the net is slow. Please load, please load. Ah, 98, 99, two times in a streak. Nice. Just a second. Checked over here. Have we included not? Yes. Okay. So it's put to char array and map dot put. Where put? Where do we have to put? Okay, I learned both the syntaxes. Math dot put ch, and at player ch we write map get or default. If this exists, then cool, and if it does not exist, then it will in 0. Okay. For array map contains key, return false. Okay, lest we want this to happen anyhow. Okay, so this is how actually we are removing it, and this is correct, but This must be the actual thing that we must write. So first thing to learn is that map.put is the correct usage. We put inside the map what character. If it exists or not, we don't care. We don't want to write the if clause, right? In get or default syntax, we don't want to write if thing, right? Map or dot get or default. If ch exists, then if ch does not exist, then it is 0. And if it exists, then it's cool, it returns the value. ठीक है, get ch value, or you have ch value as 0. Then we have defined this. Second thing, put and get default. Okay, learn this, and we just simply have to write. We don't have to write actually any condition. We are just having this for character. For the string 2, when we are returning to the string 2, we do not want any, if at any point of time we do not get a character contains key, if we do not have a key, then you must return false. That's completely all right. Now if and if you have, in case if you have the key, then what? If you have the key, then you want to update the key. Okay, you will write ch and map dot get ch minus 1. Okay, map dot put at the value of character a. Let's for our case, I'm over here. Let's say our string is aab. Okay, so a must be reduced when we are returning to the second string. Let's say if it is aba. Okay, so we want character a and its value, we get the value over here. So let's say it's 2 over now, 2 now. So we reduce it to 1. Okay, the next time we encounter an a, we see ch and then ch and then map dot get again ch and then minus 1, then it becomes 0. If it becomes 0, then we remove it. Map dot remove ch. If map dot get ch is equals to 0, we remove it. Okay, so this is how we this becomes logical. Okay, a few corrections that we'll make very quickly. So there's nothing to scroll over here. So if must not be written over here, instead we will write map.put. Okay, map.put is how you update the value. Okay, now you write, and now you want your value to get updated. How? Okay, now you will fetch the value over here after this comma, and you just want to, whatever the value we fetch, you want to make it +1. That's correct. That's correct. Every time. Yes. So map dot get or default value. Get or default value will be ch. Either you get the ch or you show it 0. Okay, understood. And now coming over here, and it is if instead of writing this, yes, we can surely update over here, but yes, that syntax was intelligent and we want to be intelligent, so we'll update the syntax accordingly. If at any point of time we do not have any key that we are looking for, so we simply return false. Okay, else though we want things to work, things not to work, we'll have our stuff. Got that? This must be the first thing. Okay, apart from it, if we are not returning, then we are surely having that character, right? Map.put and then map.get is how you get the value ch, and you get the value of ch, and you want to do it -1, right? so that we update the value every time. And if anyhow the value that I update, if map dot get ch is double equal to 0 at any point of time, this happens, then what we want to do, we want to, let's write it this way, we want to remove ch, right? And only if all the items are removed, then only it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So yes, this is our question, the solution to the problem. Perfecto. Okay, where are we, where are we, where are we are now let's discuss the time complexity, right? One iteration over here, okay, one iteration over here, n and n, and then removal and then checking. So uh n plus n, and then we remove n. O of n is the time complexity. Let's discuss the time complexity for the given code. For let's, with that I'll take another sip. One iteration, okay. Take constant time, we're checking two numbers and is instant. So time is actually taken over here, not over, because of the hash map. The time is constant. This is what we are assuming, right? Not assuming, this is what's written, because of the functions of the hash map, they are fast and the time is constant. Second loop also has for every character we are checking, so again runs n times, contains keyword r, remove r, o of 1. Superb. So okay, and this is also o of 1. So n, that is 2n, that is o of n. Correct. Why this is efficient? Even only you loop only twice, and then extra loops, no sorting. This is optimal. I love it. Yeah, 30-second convert explanation into. Okay, now it's time to understand this solution. Okay, perfect. Now it's time to understand this solution. Solution. Even better since only lowercase characters. So first condition is takes constant time. Second, we are creating a frequency array. That's heavy. Character ch, every character, correct? And then we are what we are doing over here. I'll explain you. Okay, character is going to have any sky number, and then we reduce it by a let's say 97, and a let's say 1. Okay, and the character, and then sky value of 5. So you have 4. The fourth index you want this to come take place, right? And a is at the 0th index. A is at the 0th index. All right. So I'll try to explain you this code and how is this working, and then we'll ask GPT to do it for us. And also, what do we have over here? Let's see. Let's quickly see for this. Okay, we are quickly taking out the lens over here, and we are creating a new integer array, and then we are so this is definitely not good. In the first place, we are not having any initial condition, and also we are creating this 256, and then what is the need for this? I'm not understanding. Then we are just counting the characters, and there we counting, and then what are we actually doing? Okay, okay, wow. Wow. Okay, so we are iterating it till the length of the string. Let's say we have the string as a b b c. Okay, and let's assume the next string is a b. Okay, this is our second string. So for string 1, it's going to run till 4 times. Actually, it's going to run 4 times, and we have a count array, right? We are having count array, and this count array str.char I. In the count array, what we are having is string character at the position. Okay, so oh wow, wow, this is going to return char at index I. This is going to return a character, and then that character's numerical value will be checked. Wow. And then we have a. Let's assume we have a inside the string, right? Now we are saying that this we are having a simply inside count, we are having a. Now what does this mean? Nothing. So it will so this is actually in place index 97 that we are putting a plus plus. So at 97th index we have value 1 registered over here. Wow. Okay, and similarly for 98 position we have value one rest, we have value 1 registered, and then for the second time we get value 2 registered, right? It will be updated. And for the 99th position, that is going to be C, we are going to have this. Wow, this is definitely smart. And now coming to this loop, what will it do? So B, we actually go on to the 98th position of the count and we minus it, so it becomes 1. Another time we have A in hand. Done with this A, then we reduce A by 1 over here, so it becomes 0. Another time B, now fighting with B and it becomes 0. Last fighting is with C and then C has becomes 0. So what we are checking is, so it's a smart way, I'll say. Okay, we just don't have the initial condition, but otherwise it's good. I just want to understand two things over here. Why array size is 256 we have taken, why? And second, is this as efficient as hash map? I don't think so. I don't think so at all that this is as efficient as the hash map approach. But this is definitely smart. If I come to the time complexity, this will take n, this will take O of n, and this will also take O of n. So simply the time complexity sums up to become O of 3n, which is actually O of n. So the time complexity is definitely equal, but 3n is definitely bigger than 2n. Okay, just give me a second. I have a call coming. So it was some call uh, that I could have avoided, but I don't want it. But I don't want to avoid. But is this as efficient as the HashMap approach? Yes. Even slightly better. Wow. Same time complexity, same. Space completely fixed array size. No hashing overhead. Faster in practice for interviews. This is often considered more optimal. More optimal. Oh. So why for this is often this is even slightly better. How come is this better? No hashing overhead, faster in practice. This is something that I really want to understand. Array size Y. Character in Java stored as numbers. 256 are all ASCII characters. All ASCII characters cover all ASCII character. Each character ASCII value is defined and directly uses index. That's correct. Okay. Note: if the problem guarantees only lowercase, you can optimize further, and you can just write 26. And what I can do, taking A as 1 length, so there will be 25 characters, right? 25 will be the characters starting from A will be 1, A will be 0, and if A is 1, okay, if A is whatever, let's say A is 97, right, and B is going to be 98, so B will be 1, so at place 1 we will be 0. So yes, this logic is definitely correct. Wow.
I'm fucked up, I'm black and blue. I'm built for all the abuse. I got secrets that nobody knows. I'm fucked up,
Array is slightly better. Why array is slightly better than, okay.
built for
No hashing. Computes a hash, finds
I
a
got
bucket, handles
secrets
collisions.
that
Direct access counts ch. Step array step
nobody
1. Hash map multiple steps.
knows.
No hashing. No object overhead. Hash map stores characters objects, integer objects, node objects. Okay. Array stores plain integers. Less memory, less CPU work. Okay. Better CPU cache usage, continuous contiguous in memory, as scattered. CPU loves arrays, faster access. CPU loves arrays, love arrays, faster access. Okay, fixed size is equal to predictable. Into size is constant. Hash map can resize and rehash. Bottom line: deep but simple. Both are ON, but arrays are faster because they avoid hashing, object creation, and memory indirection. Hashing, object creation, and memory indirection. Okay, memory direction is contiguous. They are not contiguous in memory, in the memory. Okay, object creation, okay, for every create character they are having a object creation. Avoid hashing. You have, yeah, the So converting a key into a number so that we can decide where to store it. Internally, Java does take a run a hash function, produce a number hash code, convert it to an index, go to that bucket, handle collisions if needed. The whole process is called hashing. So every for for this, what we are doing, hashing, take a run a hash function, take a run a hash function, produce a number hash code, convert it to an index. For a we are saying, right, go to that bucket, handle the collisions if needed. Why hashing is costly? Hashmap has to do extra work, compute hash code, do modulo operation, check equality equals, possible driver bucket collision, create object, multiple CU instructions. Okay. Whereas why is it cheaper? CPU does take already a CH, already a number, go directly to memory location, update value, no calculation, no checking, no objects. Figure out where to put this, go straight there. Array, go straight there. Figure out where to put this. Multiple step, single step. More memory, less memory. Best analogy, ask the reception, get direction, find room. Go directly to the room. Ask Risha. Oh wow! Best analogy, hash maps. Ask reception and get directions and find the room. Array directly goes to the room. So CPU loves array. CPU loves arrays. Hashing costly because it involves computation and indirection, while array use direct memory access. That curiosity you have, that's how actually that's how people actually master DSA. So I am on the way to master DSA. Wow, and I'm the only one watching myself. Quickly, in order to give ourselves reward for the curiosity that we had, we'll do typing. Okay. Ah, ah. No problem, no problem. Okay, so we have understood that this is nice, but array or solution is even nicer. So, so my audience, if my audience wants, I can write code for this also, but this is already written. So, have I? Where am I? Check, check, check. What was that sound? Check, check, check. Hello. Am I streaming or has it stopped? What was that sound? Please, please. Chupoya. Okay. Okay. So done with this one. It was a fun question. Okay. Check permutation. Why don't we update our DSA log sheet? You stay here. You come here. And today is 12th and 01 and 26 and code was check string if two are So the complexity that we reached was O of n, right? See, I have the bandwidth of doing another question, but do I want to do it? Why not let's just read out the question and then decide if we really want to do it. For a given string, remove all consecutive duplicate characters. Example A, so or remove all the A's string. Okay. And then we want ABC. Okay, so we want just the distinct characters, right? We want just the distinct characters. So yes, this is a code that I've encountered in one of my interviews. And how do I do it? We create an array, and for that character we create a frequency array, and uh, we create a boolean array of, let's say, 256 characters, or if yes, 256 characters are cover all the sky characters, right? 256, and then we give them the value, and we if we have checked them, then we turn them true and false, and if they are already done, then okay. So do we have to actually create new strings over here? Strings. So I'll create a new string, right? So yes, I can create a new string. Then so there is some cost whenever we create a new string. Is there any other way we can do it? Do we have to return a string? Yes, we have to return a string, and doing manipulation in that string is different. So why don't we do build a string? We use string builder, and then we convert it to string, right? What have we done over here? Now I am looking at the solution after thinking that we can do it via string builder. Okay, string is equals to new str. Okay, we have created a new string in the memory. In the heap memory, we have directly created a string, and we have said that we don't want it to reference it to any existing string in the string pool. The first line of my program says this. Now for int, okay, so the value new str is equal to string dot value of string dot caret 0. Why can't we simply uh, create a new empty string? Why will we can reduce any number of operations. We can reduce. Okay, string dot value of. Why have we used value of? Yes, the commented line would have been the way in which I would have done it. Okay, so this is how you convert character to string. Actually, string dot value of, this returns a string. Then from the first character, definitely we want to keep the first character. So if the if string now we are seeing that character I minus 1. Why are we doing I minus 1? So let's see if wow. But this is not a good solution. So what we are essentially doing is we are seeing that if the last, so we in order this to happen, we want to keep the string in alphabetical order, right? Yes. And if in case the string is not in alphabetical order, then it's not going to be a right solution. So you need to sort the string alphabetically in order to actually utilize this solution, in this solution which I have written. Understood. uh, the next time, anytime that we are going to stream next, I'll write a better solution for this, and we'll definitely check. I'm not going to check now. We'll definitely check if this is, if what I'm saying, my guess just after seeing this solution, that it won't work fine with unsorted, unarranged strings. Okay, let's see. Thank you for joining, and meet you next time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Meet you next time. See you next time. See you soon.